Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. My name's Janelle and I make both faith-based and lifestyle content here on YouTube. I don't even know how to preface this video, so we're just gonna jump right in. I'm gonna kind of spitball here today, so I hope you enjoy that kind of thing. It's very candid. I realized that a lot of the things that we chase in life, we chase them because we want more peace. So let me explain. You're in a job and your day-to-day is stressful in the workplace. So what do? You apply to other jobs in the hopes that you'll like it better and ultimately it will give you less stress, aka more peace in your day-to-day. That you'll be happier day-to-day, right? Same thing with the house. Like, I want a house in a nicer neighborhood that's more expensive because I don't want the stress of living in an unsafe neighborhood. I want to feel at peace in my home. I want to feel safe in my home. Same thing with money. I mean, you want the money for the house. You want the money to put your kid in a private school because maybe you feel that that will give them a better education, that the private schools align more with your values, and that will give me more peace of mind knowing that my kid is going to a school where they're not being taught things that contradict my values. So I want peace there. So we keep searching for peace in all these areas. And I'm not going to sit here and say that those are bad things. It is good to have goals. It is good to have standards and boundaries and things that you want that align with your values. Absolutely. But I've noticed that in chasing peace every day, I'm only adding stress every day. I'm doing my job and I'm like, well, I also want to do YouTube because maybe that will make me happier. Now I'm starting this small reselling business, but I'm starting to get addicted, right? And it's like I'm constantly checking my phone. I'm constantly sending offers, looking for sales, constantly sourcing new things. I was on the app Whatnot the last 2 days, like watching clothing items be auctioned that I'm just like, oh, that's a great deal, that's a great deal. And it just goes all the way back into instant gratification. But on top of that, I'm looking at the long term thinking this could be my part-time job. YouTube could be a part-time job. I could then work an easier job and not have to have the stress of my current job. And it's all of this. I want my day-to-day to be more peaceful, but every day I'm chasing peace. I'm adding stress. And then it made me think, am I truly ever going to find peace in those things? Because can I switch the word peace with fulfillment, satisfaction? Is my job, my house, my items, are those things going to truly bring me peace? Does it matter at the end of the day if I'm working a corporate job or if I'm able to start my own business? My life is so short. I want to be content and have peace right now. I don't want to wait until I get this job or I start this business, or whatever my end goals are, because there's always going to be more goals. And again, I'm not saying don't have goals. Goals are great to have. I'm talking to the person that gets a little bit obsessive like me. And it's like, I'm constantly chasing this. I have a video on hustle culture, by the way, and I should watch my own video back and see how the Lord convicted me of hustle culture a year ago, because it's true. What am I chasing? You're always going to want more. In the grand scheme of things, does it matter if I'm working this client-facing role or if I have my own business? My time here on this earth is so short. My number one goal should be displaying Jesus in my everyday life. If Jesus came back tomorrow, how would I feel about that? Do I feel good about that? This was like the really big thing that hit me. The last thing I would want Jesus to say is, you cared more about your dream job or your dream business than spending time with me or following me. I don't want to hear those words. So that's who I'm talking to today. Then that got me thinking, well, I can have peace today, right now, regardless of what my job is, regardless of where I live, what I have, etc., regardless of my friend situations, my family situations, my relationship. I can have peace. Because peace is not going to be found in those things. Every job is going to have stress. You're going to come into hard times, good times. Like, life is just doing its thing. Peace is found in Jesus Christ. Peace is found when I have a good worship night alone in my room, weeping to the Lord, and I feel like I'm just getting the biggest hug from Him. And it's that peace that surpasses understanding. And that's where peace is found. So I'm looking for peace in a job, in a home, in a business, and that's not where I'm going to find it. And I would hate to look back on my life and say I spent it all chasing peace when Jesus was right there. Right there. So then I asked myself the question, do I truly believe that Jesus is the source of peace? I've felt His peace before. So why am I chasing other things? Why am I chasing money? Why am I chasing things in order to feel at peace in my life? Imagine if we didn't have cell phones. I love to bring up the cell phones and the distractions. I'll say it like a broken record, because I promise you, if we didn't have phones, And I know they bring good too, but it's like, how much more would we be talking to Jesus if we didn't have a voice message to send to our friend every time we stepped out of a room, or, you know, a voicemail to listen to, or somebody to call back, or a YouTube video to watch, or a podcast to listen to, or Spotify when we go on our walks. If this device was just not always in my hand, do you not think we would communicate with the Lord throughout the day, and in our prayer asking him to change our attitude, to change our hearts, to see the good and to have gratitude and a heart of flesh rather than stone? Don't you think we would have more peace in our lives? We'd realize, you know what? The way somebody talks to me at work, if it's negative or rude, it's not a reflection of me. I would pray for that person. I would feel a peace. I know for a fact that regardless of what my circumstances are in life, I could be at peace as long as I'm following Christ day in and day out. It doesn't mean have faith, no works. It doesn't mean don't have goals. It doesn't mean don't go after things. It means remember where peace is. Once you gain all those things, you will not necessarily be at peace or satisfied, but you can find it today in God. And all you got to do is pray to him, worship to him, read the Bible. And the next thing I need to pray for is community. I need a good Christian community. I need some Bible study. I need some socialization that doesn't involve drinking and gossiping. That's all I've ever known as an adult. And not to say anything about my friends. I was the same way. If somebody asked me what I wanted to do, I'd say, hey, I want to go drink. I want to go to a bar. I want to go get food at a restaurant. That's all I ever wanted to do. So yeah, this is how I've been feeling as of yesterday, realizing that I am chasing peace to a point where I'm stressing myself out. I'm avoiding stress to the point that I'm stressing myself out. Let's put it that way. I open my Bible for about 5 minutes a day, but work and businesses and all that stuff is on my mind 90% of my waking hours. So that's a problem. Anyway, so my question for you is, where are you turning to find peace? What are you turning to find peace? And did you know that you can find it with God, like right now? No matter what your circumstances are in life. To close out, I want to share 2 Bible verses. And of course, they're on my phone because we love our phones. I have a love-hate relationship with my phone. I like the fact that you can run a business from your phone, but I also can't stand the fact that a phone is a constant distraction. Starting with Philippians 4:7. And the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. And then from the New Testament, I have Matthew chapter 11, verses 28 and 29. Come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. Rest here is in terms of peace, right? You'll be able to rest. You'll be able to just be at peace in him. I hope that was encouraging for someone. Never beat yourself up, by the way, if you are like me, chasing all these things that, you know, I thought since I didn't care about buying home decor or buying little actual physical tangible items, that I was good. That, yeah, I'm not chasing worldly things. My mind is set on things above. I'm good. And then I realized, no, you can't worship God and money. And I did kind of submit my finances to the Lord. I have a video on that too. I don't feel as stingy over my money as I did before, but I'm still chasing it. I'm still trying to find a way to make more. I'm still thinking about ways to make money more than I'm thinking about ways to be closer to God and display my faith and live out my faith. So yeah, but don't beat yourself up. Turn to God. He's already forgiven you, but he knows your heart. So just start now. All right, this is where I'm going to wrap this video up. I hope that you enjoyed. Let me know what kind of videos you like to see from me. Is it Bible studies? Is it more conviction type stuff? My favorite to film are convictions like this because that's where the passion comes. Or is it more lifestyle content? Do you want to know more about modesty? The Lord's been pressing into me in modesty as well. I started a modesty journey and I can just feel it getting a little bit deeper as we're in the summer, going to the beach, things like that. So I'm just feeling that one a little bit more too. So maybe I'll have a video on that coming up, but I'm gonna wrap this up for now. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you next time with another video. Bye.